Very pleasant good afternoon to one and all. On behalf of the college management, teaching, non-teaching, supporting staff and students of postgraduate and research department of Zoology of ARULMIGU PALANIANDAVAR College of Arts and Culture Palani and the THAVARAM Trust Madurai, I take immense pleasure to extend a hearty welcome to one and all to this one-day national level webinar on Mindset for Success. We are delighted to welcome our distinguished invited speaker, Mrs. HARINI RAMARATHNAM, founder of Vibha Education Service Corporation, a M.Sc registered training and coaching consultancy, and her programs are internationally accredited by ESAS India, affiliated to International Accreditation and Assessment Council USA. She has earned her master's degree in computer applications from Bharatdasan University, Tiruchirappalli, Tamilnadu. She is a personal transformation coach and mentor and conducts training programs on top 10 life skills defined by World Health Organization. She also conducts a program for teachers on leadership skills and soft skills and delivered sessions on parenting skills. As an NLP practitioner and a cognitive behavior therapist, she brings awareness in one-on-one coaching session with individuals about their limiting beliefs and patterns and facilitates them to realize their own potential by breaking the barriers. She conducts workshop and coaching sessions for students on academic excellence through goal setting, memory and concentration, exam stress and anxiety, how to score high marks in exams, how to learn and master subject and approach test and personality development programs. She trains teachers on leadership skills. HARINI also delivers positive parenting sessions and bridges the gap between the parents and their children through her coaching sessions. She also coaches and helps women entrepreneurs through the Success Design program, a personal session to explore goals, gain clarity, focus, how to grow business, and develop personality by building confidence and self-esteem. Currently, in these challenging times, she helps people to think positive and stay in hope and confidence through her 21 days positive thinking challenge program where participants are across the globe. She is the recipient of many awards such as the Alliance Best Trainer Award 2018 at Women Leadership Conference at Trident, Hyderabad, Top 150 SME Women Entrepreneur 2019 Award organized by great companies. Woman Restarter Her Rising Award 2019 by Jobs for Her at Bangalore. Young Woman Entrepreneur Award from NFED in the 7th National Women's Day Awards on 8th March 2020. Ratna Bharat Award on September 5th, 2020 from Bright India Foundation. She has conducted sessions for over 6,000 people across the globe for various age groups. She holds the life membership in the renowned National Foundation for Entrepreneurship Development and serves as a executive board member of NFED Business Facilitators Forum, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. She is an international speaker at global conferences on education and mental health. She was the guest speaker at International E-Conference on Mental Health conducted by Step for Skills, Tiruchur, Kerala, Insight Center of Psychotherapy and Counseling in association with Department of Applied Psychology, Veerabahadur Singh, Purvanjal University, Jaunpur, Uttar Pradesh, and she spoke on Mindset for Success. She was the guest speaker at International Conference, webinar on Understand and Manage Anxiety at webinar series and anxiety at PTSD, addressed participants from Europe, United Kingdom, and USA, organized by long-term conferences, Brussels, Belgium. She is also a speaker at International Education Symposium and Awards on coming 20th December 2020, organized by Smart Circuits, where education fraternities from India, USA, UAE, and Canada will be participating. We welcome you, Madam. We are delighted and it's a great pleasure to welcome our respected and beloved Principal in charge of ARULMIGU PALANIANDAVAR College of Arts and Culture, Palani, Dr. PRABHAKAR, who is always uncompromised in his commitment, devotion and dedication in his work, and we feel lucky to have such a harder personality to lead this institution and to show right path to us. We welcome you, sir. I welcome to the THAVARAM Trust Chairman, Dr. Jayakumar Raj. Welcome you, sir. Special welcome to members of Organizing Committee, most respected head of the departments, faculty members, students of various departments, our home institution and other institutions, from all over the world. We sincerely hope this webinar will greatly catalyze such interactions among research scientists, scholars, academicians, students, and pave a way for scientific and healthy India. Thank you one and all. Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, sir.
Now I would like to invite Mrs. Harini Ramarathnam to deliver her talk.
Thank you. I'll just share my screen. Just a minute. Yeah. So, yeah, clear? Can you see my screen? Yes, sir. Just a minute. Yeah. Okay. So can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll go ahead. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. Sir, there is a Yeah. Hello. Yeah. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Palaniandavar College, for inviting me to present my session today. I invite you all, welcome you all for this one-day webinar, national level webinar on Mindset for Success. Conveying my gratitude and thankful to the department, to the principal, to the organizing committee, to the secretaries, to the management group of Palaniandavar College, and welcoming all other dignitaries, eminent people from the education department. Glad to speak to you today and share my thoughts about mindset for success. So thank you once again. Thank you, Kandeepan sir, for a warm welcome. So much have been given an intro about me. Thank you so much. Nothing more or less. Vibha, though sir has told me about, told you all about Vibha, and it's an MSME registered training and coaching consultancy, and my programs are internationally accredited by International Assessment and Accreditation Council USA, and we deliver training programs on various training programs for students, parents, teachers, and one of our niche programs is Positive Thinking Challenge and Women Coaching and Success Design Program. So these are the niche programs of Vibha. And moving on, as a personal transformation coach, I help women, students, parents, teachers, and across all ages and professionals. I'm also a mentor in Jobs for Her, like School Connects, and I am currently a board member of NFED. And till now our programs have reached above 6,000 plus. We have touched lives of 6,000 plus through our various programs. These are my educational qualifications. I come from an MCA background, and being a teacher, math teacher, the passion, the interest for me to teach students was what I was doing for 16 years. But somewhere my mind was always towards teaching life skills, where I found it's most important, and that's where I shifted my career to learning and development, training and development even, and I strengthened my skills, where I underwent a lot of training programs from American TESOL, and I am an NLP practitioner from NFNLPUC, and I also completed some of the emotional intelligence program and leadership programs given by ISB and California, University of California and University of Irvine for various skills. I also underwent presentation skills from British Council, to enrich my skills to deliver quality sessions through my programs. So that's about me in short. And what you're seeing on the screen is the international accreditation that we got in this pandemic. So pandemic has been a great help for me. Like it helped me to manifest what I want. And that's what I am going to share with you all today. So what is the secret behind manifesting your dreams and how to achieve the success? And these are some of the awards which I got, and Sarah has given so introduction. So I'm moving on to the next slide. Vision, mission. So what we are going to see for the next 1 hour will be what is vision, mission, motivation, and the pyramid that involves there, and the mindset for success, this growth with success mindset. Okay, and how to face failures and rejection, and what is the secret to success. So these are predominantly the four major topics that I'll be covering. Before I start, I got a lot of questions from the registrations. There are with me, I have around 70 plus questions. I went through all of those, and I request the participants, those who have asked the question, to be a little patient with me, because most of the questions that you have asked, I'm going to cover it in the session. From what is the success mindset, what is the positive mindset I have to have, and so many questions like that. And there is one more question where they asked about the growth mindset. So that will also be, I'm going to speak about. So hold on till the end. Most of the questions will be answered. And at last, I will take some time to address some of these questions which is not covered here, or questions from the participants. I hope it is all okay with you. And I'm very well seeing the comments. Thank you so much. And yes, okay, so we are moving on. So first one, parameters for success. So the vision of the first, this is more important. What I would say is, this is more important for anything. What you have to do, you have to have a vision, mission, and motivation, and the goal to achieve success in your life. First, so whoever asked me the question, what is success? How can I attain success? Then this is the first thing I want you to say. Sorry, I have a airport very nearby. It's a army airport, so you will hear some noises in the middle at this time especially. So please pardon me for that. And so as I said, the vision, mission, motivation. So this is first thing you have to get clear about. Whoever you might be an educationist, you might be a teacher, you might be a lecturer, you might be a chairman, you might be whoever you are, you might be a student even, or you might be anybody working in any kind of your business or professional areas. Whoever it is, this needs to be first got clarity from your inside. You need to get clarity. So what is the vision I want? So what I want to create, the first thing is what I want to create. Maybe I want to develop the betterment, the enhance the quality of the education, maybe do more for teachers, develop the emotional intelligence for teachers, or build an ecosystem or build an education system which has so much of curricular activities. At the same time, developing strong India. Whatever it is, whatever your dreams, whatever you wish for, you should have a clear vision of whatever you want to create, in terms of the role or in terms as a person, as an individual even. Then mission says like how we are going to put into practice. You would have seen people writing like, I want to train this much people, or I want to do this much, I want to touch this much life. Or they say that this is how I'm going to connect with 1,000+ people and deliver my session, or train them. enhance their empower them. So this is how the person gets into a mission, how it is going to put it into practice. Then comes the goals. So once you have a vision and mission, you need to have a goal, okay, which is very important. Like the goals, most of the people says goals is only it's mostly career. When you talk about goals, people say goals is career, but I strongly don't agree with this. Goals is it's like goals you have to do in all areas of life. Almost I would say there are 12 areas of your life where you have to jump on and think about. It starts from your friendship, your relationship, your career, your money, adventure, and many things. Okay, so the more you focus on areas, different areas of life, the success comes, which we will discuss soon in the further when we touch the goals. So yeah, so what I want to say is you should have a goal. A person who doesn't have a goal, he is actually creating a negative goal. So I want every one of you to just start getting clarity about your goals. Many of the people say me, yes, Harini, I have a goal. It is in my mind. Yes, goal in the mind, everyone has. But success comes to only to people, those who write it on the paper, those who really write it on the paper. And it is the once you are having this vision, mission, and goals, and you need the motivation, which we are going to see the next one. So as you see the first slide, what you're seeing, vision, mission, motivation, and goals, I'm going to get into little bit in detail in this pyramid. Okay, are you all with me? I'm seeing the comments. Are you all with me? I want the participants to engage, to just comment yes. Are you all with me? And can I move on? I just need yes. I'm seeing the comments very well. I am seeing you, although you're not able to see, talk to me. I could see everyone comments there. So please say yes to me. I will move on. I'm looking for an yes from the participants so that I can understand I am audible. You are all with me. And I don't want to talk here all alone. I want you all to be with me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So vision pyramid. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Satyanarayan. Thank you, Pinky. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Muthukumar. Thank you, Dr. Maharajan. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Vision pyramid. So the vision pyramid, if you see, this comes like what you're seeing on the screen. The action that we need to take and the objectives that we need to plan. The vision, the mission, how we are going to do, for whom you are going to do, what is the purpose behind it, and which goes to the vision. Like this all comes to the vision. But if the vision comes from the deeper space of values, like your values, it is not somebody values, it's the value, the core value that you have in your life, or you as a person carry the value, like honesty, trust, integrity, happiness, service, coaching, education, whatever your value. So that if that comes from the space of values, then then the vision becomes more stronger and clear. Okay, so mission, as I said, like how we are going to do it, achieve it, and the people will know why you are making this journey. That's what the mission statement or the mission is all about. What is that you are trying to do? You have a vision, but how we are going to make it, and what is the journey that you're taking? And the motivation. So you all, most of the MBA students would have read more about motivation, the characteristic, all that we would have learned. But basically, the motivation comes from the internal state or the desire needs what we want. Okay. And the motivation can also be an external, when you see people, when you get inspired. So motivation comes from outside. But there has to be an inner fire inside you. The internal motivation has to be there, and that you need the strong desire in you to achieve something. Okay, as I said, the intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation is from inside and extrinsic is from outside. Because of causality is what is a person who blames everything for the mistakes that he or she is doing. At the same time, the person gives credit to the world for all the success he has. So mostly entrepreneurs have this behavior. Suppose, see, in this pandemic, we say, okay, the pandemic has come, my business is not going good. Pandemic has helped stop, made me to stop working. I'm suffering. So they are still responsible, but of course I agree, some business it's tough to survive, but they have the mindset of giving the credit to the world or giving the credit to the others. Okay, suppose if I am successful in business or work, I say, okay, I'm lucky, somehow God has made me lucky, okay, luck favored me, something like that people will say. Maybe actually the effort I am putting helped me to be successful. At the same time, if I fail in behavior, I start telling, okay, this because of this I failed, because of my computer didn't work, I couldn't give the session today, because of this happened, there is no power, I couldn't do. So trying to not take the control or the responsibility, I would say. So why I'm saying this is, most of us give either credit to others for our success, and we blame others for our failures. Should not be there. Like, we have to be complete responsible, or we have to have the desire to make it happen, to fulfill the big needs or fulfill our goals, whatever we want. And motivation requires an energy, when you have a goal. Suppose, see, you have a goal today. Those who are participating, you decided you will be on this platform today. You had a goal. Okay, let me join for the session, see whether I get any insights. Okay, and suddenly some other important, maybe one more call, which is like you had to attend. Then you decide, okay, should I have to attend this session, or can I take a call now? Then if the call can be taken after an hour, then you decide, okay, let me push the call a little later, and I will attend the session now. So when you choose a goal where you are here in the platform to get some insight and knowledge, you're on the growth mindset. Okay, when you're on the growth mindset, you started becoming a better decision maker, where you know what priorities, what decision had to be made first, right? And constantly, one question was also asked, how to keep it focused. The more you start working on your goals, whatever comes in the way to distract yourself, that will take a step back, and your focus only towards achieving the goals which you have worked on. So now comes the important topic, is goal setting. I would say, to me, it's my whatever I've learned from my mentors, who are top world class mentors, and my experience, which I've started adapting. Uh, the secret to success, the first secret to success, is goals. People, every one of you, I know every one of you there know what is goals. I know every one of you, most of you know what is smart goals. Okay, I'm not here to tell that. Being an educator, you will all know that. But I am seeing a lot of educators saying, I never have any goal. I don't have the habit of writing down my goals. In fact, many HODs or many instructors are taking mentoring sessions with me. When I ask the question, when they come to me, Harini, I want to achieve something in life. And if I ask them, do you have a habit of writing down your goals? Their answer is no, always, most of the times. So first, sit today and write down your goal. It may be as simple as it is. It may be big goal. It may be a big audacious goal. Whatever it is, you have to just start writing down your goals. The more you write your goals, the more it starts happening. And here I'm disclosing my first secret to success. Work on your goals, write down your goals. Mindset for success. The first mindset for success is, you have to write down your goals. I'm very much specifying on that. People know this, but people take this as a granted, but you don't know how much power you have. You don't know how much power you have. When you write down your goals, it starts manifesting just like that. June, I wrote, I want to speak in conferences, especially international conferences, and I am lined up with conference speaking sessions today, and most of them are international speakers. And I speak. I am one of the speakers among NASA people and top-notch industry experts in education. So how this happened? Being sitting in a one small space in Bangalore, when I could do, I even don't have a physical setup of office. I all work from home. But how this happened? It's because the more you start working on your goals, the more you dwell on your goals, it will happen. And that's the first secret. So if you all are clear with the first secrets, I want yes or put one. Just put one. First secret one. Press the number one. As I'm moving on, press the number one. So the first secret to success is you have to get clear with your goals, and you have to write down your goals. I'm looking for the participants' answers in the chat box. Yes, I'm looking for answers in the chat box. Yes. Yes, goals. Yes. Yes, one. Yes, thank you, Satyanarayana. Thank you. So, thank you, Neha. So people have been wondering. I was thinking that here I want to be here to know some different aspects of secret to success, mindset to success, and she is end up saying goals. And I know everywhere I go, I hear this word goals, goals, goals. What is going to happen in my life? Nothing changed in my life. I've been writing goals for years. I hear you all. I hear you all. What I'm going to say is, when you write down goals, we all travel, we all see, we all do traveling, right? We all go to places, we all go for vacation, we all take journey, right? So when you take a journey, when you plan for a vacation, what do? You decide the day of the travel, the month of the travel, the place where you're going to travel, and by what mode you are going to travel. Is going to be by flight, or it's going to be by train? What's the travel mode you're going to take, mode of transport, right? So much of detail, and how many days I'm going to stay in the place, and what are the other places I'm going to stay, and which hotel I'm going to stay. So much thing comes into your consideration, and you start taking strategies to book the tickets, to book the hotels, to plan the trip actually, right? My question to you all is, when for a week travel or even a month travel, when you are planning so much, then what about our life? Our life is like a journey. It's a big journey. In that journey, you are having a 1 month travel to some tourism spots. But whereas if a life is a journey, it's a continuous journey. We are never stopping anywhere until our last breath. So it's like a journey, and we are all getting in at one point. It's like a mode of transport taking us in the life, whatever the transported life, the life of breath, I would say. So people are getting in, and when they have their end of journey, they get down. But if you're not clear with like where you're going to go, you don't know what is going to be the destination that you're going to reach. You will reach somewhere. You will reach somewhere, but you will not be happy. In the recent times, I'm hearing from a lot of educators, like, Harini, I'm doing, but I'm not happy. Harini, my passion is this, but I'm not able to make it happen. So what is it? Because you have not written down what you exactly want. You can be a teacher, you can be a professor, you can be an HOD, whoever you are, but what you want in that being the position you hold, and what you are going to do from that position. So it's very important to write down your goals, and to go to the destiny space where you're really looking for. Okay, I want to ask the participants, how many of you know this word imposter syndrome? How many of you know this word imposter syndrome? Do anyone of you know what is imposter syndrome? Do anyone of you know what is imposter syndrome? Yes or no? Before I move on to the next topic. So what we have seen all this time is the vision, mission, goals, motivation. For all this, though you have a clear vision, or though you have a dream in your mind to become successful, uh, goal is important. Writing down a goal is important. That's what I've been stressing till now. So Today, I request you all to take a paper, write down goals. While writing down goals, you have to practice the method of SMART goals. I hope many of you know SMART goals, right? I will come to imposter syndrome. So SMART goals, what I want to say, just give a quick info here is, I want to buy a car in 2021. Suppose if that is one of your goal, okay? I want to buy a 3-bedroom house. Okay, I want to buy a home. It's that of your goal. Then the SMART goals goes like, I want to buy a 3-bedroom house in Tamilnadu, in Chennai, in center of the city, and within 70 lakhs, within 80 lakhs. I want to buy a villa in this place in Bangalore, and I can pay 1 crore. Okay, and I will buy the house before December 2021. I will register, at least I will register the document before 2021. So again, one more example I'm giving. I want to buy a car. If that's the goal, actually, how we have to, everyone has these dreams, like I want to buy a car, I want to buy a house, I want to buy this, I want to buy a big TV, LED screen, want to buy a big fridge, whatever you are having as in terms of goals. You have to write like, I want to buy a red color Hyundai Creta car, okay, with 4-seater, this model, and within 15 lakhs, within 20 lakhs, within 10 lakhs. So you have to be clear, specify what you want. What I'm specifying, I want a car, but still I'm specifying in detail, I want a red color car. And I'm measuring it like maybe a 6-seater or a 3-seater. If you're planning to buy a bike, this much cc power, this much horsepower, this much capacity it should have, and it is attainable. So we all can buy. So you all know you can buy, but and it is relevant to you. Check whether it is relevant to you, and time board like before December 2015, 21, or January 2021, 2022. So you can put the time frame. It is up to you. You need not think about what others will think. The time frame you're going to give to achieve your goals, you can still put 3 years, 2 years. That is all up to you. You decide what is the goal. It's going to be a big goal, small goal for me, taking into consideration the wealth you have, the resources you have, all that you need to do that. But I want to buy a car is still a raw goal. Okay, I do a complete session of goal setting alone in a different space. So, but I am giving you the insight of how to write a clear SMART goal. Okay, good afternoon, Jayalakshmi ma'am. So yeah, so as I said, moving on to imposter syndrome. So many of you said, I don't know what is imposter syndrome. Why I chose this imposter syndrome to discuss here. This is more of a psychological, but still, when it comes to mindset and success, imposter syndrome is what you have to consider. So suppose I'll tell you an example, you will understand better. I think most of the participants are from southern India, right? Most of you know Tamil, I think. Okay, but still I'll be conversing in English. Okay, so you are going to deliver a speech, okay, and you are in delivering a speech or presenting your research papers or whatever it is, you are going to do it. There are 5 participants who are going to do the same. What is happening is, when the other person is speaking, the person starts to speak really good. So his conversing skill is really good. And the way he presents the paper or the way he speaks or articulates, it is so interesting that you start feeling for a minute, have I prepared well? Does my paper will get the appreciations, or will I get the prize if you're giving your public speaking competition or whatever it is? So for most of us, this has happened in our lifetime. Like you're seeing a person who is of your age, who is of your knowledge, especially in the classrooms when students are there. When two students stand up on the stage to present something on a topic, when one presents very nice, the second person immediately get into that mode of low confidence, saying, oh, he's doing wonderful, will I be able to do it? And for a minute you start getting nervous, right? For a minute you got getting nervous and you start feeling low. Like I think most of us felt this. Yes, I think I'm expecting an answer from the participants. Most of you have got this feeling when you see a person who is equal in your age, who is equally in your knowledge, but when you see them doing something, for a moment we take a step back inside our mind. And that is called, actually when you get into the little detail, the knowledge what the person carries or what you carries will be more or less of same. It is just for the our mind gets into the frightened mode for few minutes. But if you still calm yourself and start looking clearly, you know that yes, he knows it, I also know it. It doesn't mean that when I see a person I know less, he knows more. So if both two educators meet, if one educator is so much of knowledge, so much of intellectual, for a minute we start thinking, okay, he's too good. In fact, he's too good in conversing. His English is too good. I'm not able to do that. Maybe your knowledge is very strong, but the communication will stop you, making you to feel low at one point of time. That is called imposter syndrome. The imposter syndrome is we think the other person is best and I'm not up to the mark. I am not enough. The other person is too good. But actually, in reality, you both are equal, having the same knowledge, having the same capacity. It's just like what we say, maya. Like we think as if we don't know much, they know more. Okay, I think I'm clear with imposter syndrome. Any doubts with imposter syndrome? So how to deal with this imposter syndrome? How to deal with this is, uh, first you have to ask, do I have a sufficient knowledge? Suppose you both are presenting one same topic on the stage. Thank you, everyone. You both are presenting a same topic. Suppose the person seems to be so good in his presentation or in her presentation. For a minute, you start getting this nervousness inside you. And the first question you need to ask is, do I have the knowledge in the paper that I'm going to present or the concept I'm going to present, whatever it is? If your answer is yes, then you need not worry about the other person. The second one, am I creating a difference in what I'm doing? Am I impacting students? Am I impacting people with my work? If you present a paper, if you're doing a research, see, you have done research for 100 hours and you're coming with the paper and it is all your work. It is every bit of it is your effort. And for that 1 minute, that puts his mind down. We need not bother. So, and when you also feel that it is visible in your contributions, you have 100 hours of research paper in your hand. It is your child. It is your effort. You need not bother about it. So don't give way for this imposter syndrome. And the final one is like, am I a cheat? Like it is like in Tamil we say, nanu raudida, as if like there is no stuff and just they roam with as if they are the best. Am I cheating myself like that? That question you need to ask. Am I really good in that subject? Am I really having the knowledge? If the answer is no, go back and do some more research or go back and read more about it. Suppose if I have a problem in explaining one topic here, I would go to Google and read more or listen to more experts and get more knowledge about about the topic which I'm going to speak. That gives me confidence. So all you need to do that is just that. You need to put that little more extra effort. You need not compare yourself and think with others that am I good or am I not enough. I think everyone is clear. I'm moving on to the next slide. And this is the question asked by many: how to handle my fear, how to overcome my fear and take a step on my goals, and how to achieve my dreams. Most of the people had this question. So, what you're seeing on the screen is the fears we have. Okay, these are the common fears that every individual have, like fear of losing money, fear of criticism, fear of failure, fear of ill health, fear of loss of love. So these fears every individual has. To all the participants who are appreciating me, I will give you more. The more you appreciate, I feel like giving more. I will tell you one thing. When a child is born, the child has only two fears: the fear of being dropped, because we carry the child. The child doesn't have the what do we say, the child doesn't have the connection with the earth. Okay, so the child feels like I'll be being dropped because the child is not standing on its own leg. Okay, the another fear the child has is fear of loud noises and sounds. So these are only two fears when a child is born it has. All other fears we have picked up from the environments, we have picked up from the outside world, we have picked up from our friends. Our friend comes and says, hey, don't get into this teaching, it is very very painful and stressful, and we believe and we develop that word, teaching is stressful and painful. And whatever we do and part of a teaching every day, that goes inside our mind, teaching is painful nowadays, teaching is stressful nowadays. Maybe you will have a wonderful passion towards teaching, but since because one of the person or the peers feels having that fear, you have picked up that fear unconsciously. So understand, we all have fears. We all have, even I have fears more than this. I can list 100 fears, but instead of thinking about your fears, start writing down what are your strengths, what are your wishes. So the more you, there were many questions actually, how to overcome the fear, how to overcome the fear. Uh, the question is, it doesn't mean that we don't have fears. Every human being, even no, the great saints will have their fear of whatever they are going to present or whatever they are trying to say. No, will the huge participants will accept me or not? They will have the fear every time when they disclose something new. Okay, but they don't want to get into contradictions. So everybody will have fear. The point is how we are taking actions on the fear we have. So first acknowledge, yes, I have fear. I have a fear. Last month, I delivered a session for one school last week. That night, I was not at all well. I was having some pains. I thought, will I be able to deliver the session tomorrow? I woke up the next morning and I said, I will deliver, and I delivered it. But that fear was there. If I could, what we usually do is when that fear comes to us, we immediately message the person, I'm not feeling well. Okay, I'm going to postpone the session. It is easy for us to do that 1 minute. It will not even take a minute for us to send that message. So when you try to achieve success from your conscious mind, from your subconscious mind, these fears will try to stop you, will not help you to achieve the real goal who you want to be. So every time you have to say, yes, I have the fear, I acknowledge the fear, but now I move beyond this fear. All you need to say this is, I move beyond this fear. I am no more limited by fear. So you have to constantly tell your mind, because as I said, as a child we don't have any fear, so the fears we have picked it up. So you have to constantly treat your inner self as a child and say that, okay, there is nothing to fear here, we will do it, we will rock the session. So that's what you need to do wherever your fear, the fear levels may be different. One of you may have a fear of presenting a paper in a big forum, or one of you may have a fear in small things. Whatever your fear is, you need to say to yourself, like, yes, let's overcome this fear. I know, yes, a fear is there. I'm not like, wow, I don't have any fear. Yes, I have the fear. I am terrible with my fears, but let us move beyond these fears and start working on the actions. And how? So now you all will ask me how to take that action. Now what I say to everyone is, fear is there. Okay, fear is there. Agree, accept it. Now start taking the one step tomorrow. So for all these months, for the last 3 months, every one of you there been deciding, I want to do this, but I'm fearing, will I fail? So still, yes, I might fail. If you're ready to, if you're planning to do one session for the college, or planning to uh, talk about something in your to your children, or trying to present the paper for the first time, announce it to the public, like tomorrow I'm going to do, next week I'm this date I'm going to do. Once you announce it in the public, or once you announce it in your circle, you become committed. You will do it because of the fear of the public, fear of proving ourselves. You will do it. But what I'm trying to say beyond that is, start. Maybe you might do 1,000 mistakes. That's okay. Start working. As you keep moving, you will become best at it. You should have seen me 5 years. Many of you are saying a nice presentation, a wonderful presentation. Thank you so much. Much gratitude to everyone, and thanks for the organizing committee for inviting me. But for 4 years before, if you would have listened to my speech, maybe you would have not even agreed to me. I liked my session. It's constant, continuous improvement is what has made me to be who I am today. So, uh, tomorrow, let all I wish is, whoever you are listening, once you go back, don't forget all this. Tomorrow, write a note. Today, write a note that I am going to take action on this one, which I've been postponing all these years. Then, how? Once you decide on the how, announce it to the world. Then you will start taking action on it. People have dreams, but success comes to only to people who take action. And the action is as simple as like um, calling someone and asking for a session, or calling someone and asking for help, asking someone to explain you things. It can be as simple as that. Okay. And finding a balance and helping achieving a healthy mindset. Many of you have listened to this most of the times, so I'm not going to explain much here. But what I would say is, have a mentor. Success, if there are people also saying, ma'am, I have done so much but still success is not there, I want to explain here, success to everyone is different. Success to me is different, success to you is different. So you first define your success. What is success to me now? Maybe for me, success to me after 5 years will be different. Success to me after 1 year will be different. But today, success to me is completely different. So, right, what is success to you now at this point of time? It can be in terms of money, it can be in terms of power, it can be in terms of recognitions and appreciations. Whatever it is, you first write down your success. Once you write down your success, then you can start taking, because we are not clear with what is our success. There was a question, what is success? So differs from people to people. But if you are able to achieve your goals and still you're taking action on your dreams, then you're successful. That's what I could say. So that you can keep it as a definition. With my knowledge I'm sharing, and many of you asked me how to be happy always. So I'm trying to answer the questions as I'm going with the sessions. How to be happy always, or how to overcome negativity from the mind. That was one of the questions asked by the participants. So this is the answer I'm giving you. Stay away from the social media. Stay away from the negative news. I'm telling not to come out of FB or something. What I'm saying is, stay away from the negative news. Whatever the social media is throwing, whatever the information that's showing on the news, we are consuming it without any mental filters, or we are not aware that what is going inside. Some death is happening, some yesterday earthquake happened in Gurgaon, so many things happening. We are constantly in anxiety and threat mode when we watch news 24/7. So I am not gender biasing anything, but men would generally like to know more on the news, because they want to be in par with the peers, and they want to be knowledge. In terms of knowledge, they are looking for news. I could agree with that, but limit your time of news watching. Very honestly, I have stopped watching news 3-4 years before, and I am very happy most of the time. Very, very happy most of the time. If something comes up, see, initially when this corona or the lockdown came up, when there is a address from the prime minister, those are certain things we need to watch. So that time alone I watch, and many important thing comes, it reaches me. I take care, it reaches me. So when you put a mental filter in you, like, okay, I'm going to get this news, and this news which are important to me in terms of my career or my growth. So what are the, see, NEP policies, education policies? So those are the things we need to update ourselves as educators. Or if you're a professional, you need to know what is in the market. If you're an entrepreneur, and what is going with your peers, how they are struggling, or how can we help each other and grow. So those are the things you need. So once you clear with yourself, you can observe the news what is you want, and remaining things, let it get out. So I know most of you would be doing this. Ma'am, I see only 2-3 pages in the front, or the other pages I leave. I don't get into it. This is what you're doing. Unconsciously, you are avoiding certain news. But start doing this with little bit of consciousness. The moment you catch the headlines, you develop your mind to swift through the pages, which is going to give you only positive information. If you want to study, I was a person who grabs newspaper early in the morning with my coffee. Okay, with never my day passed, but now I'm not with the newspapers, but still I know I am connected, and I am having the knowledge what I need to know. That's enough, I feel. You don't need to know what is happening in France with COVID. You can be aware what is happening in your area, and the precautionary measures that you take in this COVID. That is enough. Unwanted information, if you keep consuming in your mind, the mind doesn't have the space to take the positive informations, because it is filled with a lot of negative informations. We clean our home, right? We clean the garbage. We buy vegetables, we buy fruits, we cut and chop, we peel everything, we throw the waste, we use what we want. They apply the same thing in this newspapers and social media also. Discard the things which you don't want. Observe what you only want. Okay? Then, who knows this Kensho effect? Who knows this word Kensho effect? Anyone knows what is Kensho effect? Anyone knows what is Kensho effect? Is there anyone? I'll sip a water in the time. How many of you know what is Kensho effect? It's of course a Japanese word. So, anyone? Yes or no? Kensho? So, Kensho effect is a Japanese word. It is called growth through pain. When we are in pain, when we are in suffering, of course, the entire world is in suffering. Yes, the entire world is in suffering. We all having, it means we are all growing. We all have grown, like so much the pandemic has taught us importance of people, importance of you know how much your spouse is working at home. You know how much your every husband knows how much wife is putting the effort to home run the home. Every wife knows how difficult the husband is putting his energy, shouting, taking the classes, earning every rupee. Each people started to know about the pain, the effort that we are putting. Before that, we have been taken people for granted. Now we know how much effort is going on there at the back. So you have grown in the terms of understanding your spouse. The love between you and your spouse have grown in this pandemic, for sure, everyone. Okay, so that's what. So when now, if people you are there saying, ma'am, I am in total pain, my life is in tragedy now, then I would say, good, you're all growing. You're all growing. You're growing intellectually, you're growing emotionally, you're growing whatever it is. Because when you feel the pain, that's the time you decide, I don't want this pain, I want to come out of the pain. And you start looking for answers. When life puts you in the space of discomfort by throwing challenges on you, and that's where you are not able to take that discomfort and say, why I am getting this why I am facing so much of what do you say, no money in my home. I want to earn. That's the time you start to think, I want success, I want money, and you start taking actions. It all comes from that awareness. It's just that awareness. It's just that awareness you need to get. The moment you become aware, no, I am not comfortable here. I want to move. I want to grow because it is difficult. All this time you're okay, but when there is a lot of fight happening at home, when you're at home with a small room, then you decide, why I am fighting with her? Okay, how can I go and develop my emotional intelligence? Then you start listening to emotional intelligence webinar. Your knowledge grows by 1%. So when you are in pain, it means you are growing. So say thanks to your pain, say thanks to your challenges. That is what pushing you through the life to grow to the next level. This is the question asked by one more participant. What is growth and what is fixed mindset? That's what. How to change from fixed mindset to growth mindset was one of the questions asked by the participants. I hope this will answer your question, whoever has asked this. According to Dweck, a researcher in the Stanford University, says, a person starts believing the basic abilities, intelligence, talents, traits cannot be, it's all fixed. So people say, ma'am, I don't know how to speak English fluently. Okay, some of us have this issue. Uh, I fear when I stand up on the stage, I forget everything. This is another fear people carry. And I have lots of dreams, but I don't know how to put it in my words. I don't know how to write 3-4 lines. So these are the abilities you have, but you feel my ability to put down my knowledge, to speak, is, I don't know how to converse it. That's where I am failing. That's where I'm not able to do it, ma'am. That's why I'm not able to. If I've given a chance, or if I'm able to communicate myself or present myself, I would be in the top of the world. So most of us have this. So what I'm saying is, this abilities, according to this research, they have found out that these abilities can be developed. Okay, it can be developed. uh, People are saying me, people are watching me, you think like, okay, Harini comes from so much of space of education, development, knowledge. No, I was a homemaker. I was just a tuition teacher. Maybe like 2012 13, my life was like chaos. So from there to here, it is all, I try to develop the knowledge, the skill, whatever I want to do in terms of achieving my dreams. So if you say, I have the skill, but I am lacking in this particular skill, then you can develop it by moving from this growth mindset to fixed mindset, and working towards it every day. So here you're seeing on the screen. I want you to have a look on the screen and understand what it is. So how can you understand that whether I am in a fixed mindset or a growth mindset? In a fixed mindset, suppose if I give a feedback, you say, so we teachers face a lot of this. We teachers give feedback to the students. The students start saying, no, she is cornering me, she has revenge on me, she's taking revenge on me. Actually, we educators, we don't have anything, because the next year the next batch comes. We are just educating people, but the child feels that that teacher is cornering me. She has something to give me back. That day I spoke bad in the class, that is why she is trying to corner me or target me. So you have to understand the child is in the fixed mindset. Whereas the child is not able to understand the feedback, and it's personal. Whereas when we educators, we start taking the feedback as a constructive mode. Like suppose if you all say, Harini, you're all doing wonderful thing, but can you do a little bit on this? Can you give more activities while presenting? Then that feedback, I have to take it as a constructive and start working on it. So, suppose you are all educators. If one of your peer teacher or a peer lecturer or a faculty comes and says, "Hey, you are getting so nervous in the class. You're losing your temperament. Can you watch on this?" If one of your peers gives this feedback, then think over it. Don't try to defend yourself with her. Maybe she is trying to help you out to come you out of that fixed mindset and grow to the next level. So I hope this answers what is fixed mindset and growth mindset. So what I would say is fixed mindset people give back easily. I mean, give up easily. Okay. When you choose, I'm also seeing a lot of teachers, faculties in the college have a complaint. Harini, nowadays, it is not only teaching. Beyond teaching, we need to do this, we need to organize this, we need to do that. So much on us. There is a role, clarity is not there. Okay. Maybe she's telling, I want to do only this. She's not ready to grow, and she is not ready to accept the responsibility also in terms of the growth. They want to have an easy task. Okay. I'm not saying it is right or wrong, but the question is, do you want success? Do you want to grow to have a growth mindset and keep growing, or you want to stay in the same space for the next 10 years? It's all up to you. Okay. So moving on to the next, we are all, as I said, with this example of the teacher who doesn't want to take up responsibilities, the person is in a comfort zone, is finding excuses. I don't have time, it is too much on me, or so much things. But once you move to the growth zone, you have to set new goals, you have to live your dreams, and you have to find the purpose of what your life is all about. I think I'm clear till here. I want an yes from the participants. Before I move on, another 5-10 minutes, I will be finishing the sessions. Hope it is okay with you all. Then I'll take questions. So it's all okay? Yeah, thank you. Thank you, lovely, lovely people. Thank you so much. So why need to have a growth mindset? To achieve success, the first thing I would say is many questions. How can we achieve success? How can we get that success? It all starts from the attitude. It is not the attitude of ego. It is the attitude of being confident yourself, being proud of yourself. I really want to tell my heart here. Okay, as I am being a mentor for a lot of educators, I'm seeing educators saying this word again and again. Harini, I am not doing good. I'm not happy. I'm not doing enough. It's going on, the life is going on. They have cut the salaries. It's very tough for us. So yes, I'm not saying it's there, but what do you think about yourself? There are a lot of educators here I could see. You are doing so much of things to the society. Be proud of yourself. You are raising every child who are going to be the future leaders. Maybe they are first smart scorer, maybe not. But they are going to create some job opportunities for themselves, for others. They are going to become top-notch leaders in the industry. And you are creating India. You're creating India. Have that proud in you. Get that attitude, like I am, get that I am. It's like, okay, I'm doing, okay, I'm a lecturer, okay, I'm a teacher, it's going on. It's very tough nowadays. Don't get into the constant habit of doing it negative talk. Have that, yes, sometimes days are bad, but every day morning you cheer up yourself telling, I am building India, I am building the future leaders. How powerful you feel when you say to yourself. So I feel so powerful when I address educators, and because of you educators, you're going to empower thousands of people, thousands of children. My vision is getting fulfilled today. I feel so powerful. So it all starts with your attitude. You may know less, you may know big, you may be a best teacher, you may not be a best teacher. It's okay. You have the attitude. See, you have the attitude, but you show it only in front of the children. But what I'm saying is, because they are of less power than us, we can show the attitude. It's not showing the attitude to the people. It is you having the attitude from inside, feeling good about yourself. Whatever you are, whoever you are a lecturer, you are an educator, you are a teacher. You have that appreciation for yourself first, no matter what. You may do good, you may not do good, that doesn't consider at all. So change this attitude. That's where growth mindset comes. The confidence comes. That's what I will be speaking all this about. The confidence comes from inside when you change the attitude inside you. And once you have this, you start approaching your problems very differently. Okay, when you feel so confident, maybe if I'm not feeling confident, if I'm not feeling good about the presentation that I'm going to deliver today, when I see 70 questions in the morning, I would have got overwhelmed. Oh my god, 70 questions, how could I answer it? And I don't know how to answer the questions. But the attitude I developed, I said, okay, i know I will deliver it best because I am an expert in this, and I will keep learning towards this. If I don't know the answer tomorrow, I will learn and become more better at it. And I am empowering educators. I am empowering India. When I say those words to myself, automatically the confidence goes from inside. And that confidence you give to your children. That's what they need. It's not that it's teaching is nothing, everybody. It's what you carry to the classroom, it matters a lot, and what you think about yourself matters a lot in terms of success. So again, I want to quote here. Robin Sharma says, no ask, no get. There is also a saying in Tamil, அழுகிற பிள்ளைக்கு தான் பால் கிடைக்கும். Those who cry will only get the milk. Those who ask, you guys are here for success session because you want success. When you ask for success, your mind will start working towards success. Before this session, maybe last 6 months, you're thinking, what is success all about? How can I be successful? And that's why when you see something for success session, your mind has attracted this session and you're all here. For every step you move, there is something happening at the back end of your mind. You don't know that. It's happening. And once you become aware of this, you will become more conscious in attracting things towards you. Right? So you start asking, I want success. I want principal job. I want chairman job. Whatever it is, there is no wrong in asking. There is no wrong in dreaming. You need not be a teacher for the next 25 years. You can grow. You can come up to the next level. It is whether you want or not. It's all about whether you're asking for that or not. Are you opening for an opportunity or not? Are you going to the conferences and meeting different educators and showing up yourself and talking about and learning from them and asking for an opportunity like, can I become a college principal in yours? Is there an opportunity? And every opportunity which comes on your way, you have to make use of it. That's what all is about. So law of serendipity says lady luck favors one who tries. You have to try. Without trying, without sitting and dreaming, nothing will fall on your place. And she is Irnia Ghosh, a country head, modern workplaces, Microsoft. She said this pandemic, when we are in lockdown, she said, I went and learned design thinking. She is earning in lakhs every month. She don't need to. She is just in the space of giving orders. She's just in the space of managing people. She don't need to. But she went back and learned what is design thinking. You have to. I also underwent design thinking course from IIM. So you have to use this time to build your knowledge. Of course, I'm very happy. A lot of educators are attending so much of webinars, but still don't go to and enroll for every other webinar you see. Become aware of what you want. Choose webinars, choose things. Don't go and like just for things, you just go and stay there, mute yourself, listen, don't listen. If you're not interested, don't go. It's not about race. We are not running any race here. What session you want, what concept you need, what knowledge you need, be clear with your mind. It will come to you. You will know that a webinar is happening and join for the webinar or join for the program, enroll the session, come back with something, takeaways. So it's no matter that you need to enroll for 50 sessions, 100 sessions, whatever webinar, and that becomes a too much of information overload. Again, we are consuming unwanted thing. You don't need it. You don't need it at all. So you have to choose and play the game. Choose your game. Consciously, continuously choose the game that you want to play. It's in your hands. Choose. You can choose whether to be in the webinar or not. It's your choice. It's not no one's. But once you are there, put your heart out, put your mind out. Just don't stay in the webinar for the sake of something else. Because nothing you're going to get. At that time, if you're going to invest in something what you want, you will get the benefit of it. So whenever people have said how, there is also a question for procrastination. How can I avoid procrastination? So what I would say is, ask these questions. Is my goal too big? Have I tried any different approaches to achieve this goal? Brainstorm with people, ask for input, have a mentor assigned. We are all educators, we are all mentors to students, but we need a mentor for sure. Have a mentor, whoever it is, decide who is going to be a mentor, talk to the mentor, get sessions from the mentor, work on your skills. That yes, I am having a problem in achieving my goal. How can I do? Choose your mentor, get sessions from the mentor. The mentor will help you to think creatively, very differently from the way you've been thinking all this whiles. So finally, accepting failures. This was also asked, how can I accept failures? So mistakes are the things, it is okay to do a mistake. Many of you will think, what if I start presenting a new session tomorrow? I don't know how to talk, I don't know how to present, I will do lots of mistakes. It's okay. See, I've seen in a long-term conferences when I was addressing Germany, there was one participant from Kerala. It's of course one of my friend. He is not very good at English, but his content is very good. He's very strong in psychology. He immediately asked, "Can I present now?" And he started presenting at that point of time. He doesn't have any second thought about the way he speaks, because all he focused on what he want to deliver, he is able to communicate to the people. That people understood. So the language is not the thing that is going to make you stop. And if I still make a mistake today, it is okay. So it is okay to do mistakes. And people, again, there was one more question: how to work, how to correct yourself from the mistakes. So sit and think. Take a paper and write out what is the mistake is done, how wrong it went, who are the problem for this, what it happened, why it happened, and how I'm feeling about it. Reflect on your mistakes every now and then, often. Also reflect on certain areas of life which is not going well. Finally, the power of 5 P's, which you have to say, which I'm going to say for success. First, plan what you want to. Even delivering a class session, plan it. Then go with the positive mind. Okay, so I'm going to deliver the session, the children will love it. Once you develop the positive mind, then your mind starts thinking, how can I deliver it differently? Then you start working on your creative ways of delivering it. Then have patience. Okay, then if it's not working, pause and reflect, like, what is going wrong here? I'm tried so much, I put so much effort, still it's not working. So what is going wrong here? Then try again. Perseverance. Even if you're in a business, even if you are planning to achieve goal, apply this 5P in every goal of what you're looking for. Plan your goal, positively approach your goal, have a patience with that. Then pause and reflect, and then have the perseverance to continue it again. Most of the people stop here. Most of the people stop here. After they pause, they reflect and they give up, because they don't have the energy, they don't have the time, they don't have the power, or they don't have the right mindset of perseverance to do it one more time. If you say, I have failed 1,000 times, tomorrow try one more time. That's what I say. Tomorrow try one more time. There's no wrong in trying. Okay, we all say this to children. You all know it as lecturers, you all know it as educators. I'm not teaching anything new here. I'm not speaking to you anything different. Just helping you to refresh you back, just helping you to dust it out and start new again. So struggle and failure is the only thing which will take you to the success. And iceberg. We all know this, right? We see successful people, but we don't know what below that they are undergoing. Their embarrassments that have undergone. You know, see, today I'm very proudly saying, so many educators listening to me, 3-4 years back, I heard no's only from schools and colleges. But today, every other college and every other platform is inviting me to speak. So if it would have stopped there, the perseverance was not there. I would have not been here living my vision and dream today. That's what I want to say. So we all know only the success, but we never know the failures what the person undergoes. Michael Jordan, a famous football player, says, "I've lost these games. I've missed so much of shots." You know, he won so much of medals, so much of this. But how many of you know this? How many games he lost? How many games we missed? How many times he failed? We have to teach this to the students. Actually, it's not the success. We always tell, see, that person has got a job here, he's employed in Google, he's working in IIT, he is leading IIT. We say only about the success, we never talk about the failures. We have to talk about the failures. At first, every other educator, you have to talk about your failures in the classroom. You have to say how you failed. That's where the children will understand, because of this failure, I'm here today teaching you. That's where you have to end the session. You have to talk about your failures. There is no point in having that attitude there that I am. The moment you become with them, be one among them, they will be in full rapport with you, listening to you all. So every other time when you all feel rejection, we say, I am rejected. They have rejected me. And there is one leader in the corporate industry. She is a CFO. I just forgot her name. So what she said is, in this pandemic, she has to take a decision of throwing out 100 employees or sending a home 3 CFOs, because the 3 CFO salaries is what has been given to 100 employees. It was very tough for her to say no to the 3 employees to survive this 100 employees. It was very tough decision, she was telling in an interview. But she says, don't get wedded. Yes, when you play the role of what leader, you have to take certain decisions which might be benefit for others, which might not be. But you have to move on. You have to just move on with the decisions you're taking. Fearing that they will reject me, maybe. If you keep feeling for the rejection, then nothing is we are going to hear no from many people. Every step towards success, you will hear a no. That's okay. But the next step continuously you're taking is what matters. So habit loop is what, like the first time when you're facing a challenge, you quit. And the brain says to you, okay, oh, you tried walking for 45 minutes now. It is very difficult. You start palpitating, you start long breathing, you feel like, okay, I'm not going to get walking. So you stop walking the next day. The second day, maybe the third day, you say, okay, can I go for walking? My doctor is yelling at me, go for a walk. So you start walking. Again, you start feeling the palpitation. The mind is telling, don't walk, don't walk. It's going to be difficult for you. Cannot do it. And you stop it. And you come to a decision. If I walk, I'm going to get breathlessness, so I'm not going to walk. And that's where you stop. So the first time when you say no, when you quit, it is okay. The mind is getting something from you. The second time and third time, it understands this person, when she starts something new, she's going to quit. So let me help her to quit, because the mind is helping you. Simple. The mind work is to just help you out, to keep you in a safe position. So it does everything to keep you safe. It says, don't go for a walk, don't do this, don't do that. It's going to be tough. Finally, the power of word yet. Yes, I did a mistake. And accept all your mistakes and take steps and action. So when you say 3 ways managing, if you're feeling overwhelming now, if you're feeling so tired, check whether this all I have done. Meditation, exercise, diet, sleep. Have I asked for help? Have I moved my body? Have I went for a walk? The first question if you have to ask, because when you walk, your anxiety comes down. And many of you have asked, what is the secret to success? This is my answer. First, say thank you to whatever you have. We are having constantly cribbing. I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have a 3-bedroom, I have only 2-bedroom. People having 3-bedroom, they are happy in this lockdown. I am suffering. My child is crying at 1 room. It is very difficult to me to take the session. But you are having a 2-bedroom. One quote I loved it, like, until I was cribbing about my leg, my sandals and my leg pain, until I saw a man with no legs. So that change, that quote is very, very, very moving. So first move to the gratitude mindset. Every day have a notebook, say thank you to 3 people or thank you to 3 things that is helping you to live. So having a self-love, as I said, you teachers, you educators have to be proud and love yourself no matter what. However, the management tells you are not good, however, the children tell you are not good. So, okay, just love yourself, whoever you are, whatever you are, and letting go. Let go of things. Let go of things. Today morning, I was talking with, we are having a group challenges. Today morning, we are having a meditation. We were working on shower meditation. While showering, while taking a bath, how can we let go of things? Letting go, like when the shower falls on your body, be with the shower, tell that let this shower, let this bath cleanse me, cleanse my soul, let me give out all the negativities that I've been carrying from my environment, from my home, from my workplace, wherever. Just let this go out of me today. You have to keep telling it. It's not a magic word. To keep telling it. And journal, write it down. Whatever the problems, whatever the issues you are facing, take a paper. You don't need a coach, I would say, unless the problem is worst. Take a paper. I'm trying to empower you, self-empower you all, so that you can go back and use these techniques and work on yourself. That's my pure core intention today, to give you so much from myself. So affirm that, yes, I am having the fear. I'm having the fear of failure, but still I will take one step. I release my fears. I release my anxiety. I release all these negative thoughts. I am strong. I am positive. Keep saying to yourself, you will see yourself changing. Whatever you want. If you want more money, say I am wealthy. If you want more power, say I'm. If you want more energy, say I'm energetic always. Keep saying whatever you want, though you don't have. That's okay. So meditation and visualization and all, you know very well. But what I want to say is affirmation and journaling will help. You have to have some, this is the core secret of success. You can take a screenshot. If you go back and see people, those who are successful, if you read them, to this one thing they've had, goals. To this just one thing they've had, goals. That's the reason, sole reason for me to put the goals at the first slide, secret to success at the last slide. The combination of this, which all comes in insight together, will give you success. But the goals and this secret of success, which you are saying, if you follow only this, nothing can stop you from achieving your success. So thank you so much. I'm closing off your summary is like a successful person is one to take risk, the ability to adapt. You have all been adapting. Your teachers, those who are standing in the classroom, you have adapted yourself, you've changed yourself, you've underwent the discomfort to teach in front of a laptop. Whereas I've been used to. So for you, it is very tough. You're constantly changing. Of course, the global world is changing and we have to change. So you have to think creative and be intuitive and spontaneous in your action. If your thought comes, if idea comes, take step on it. And the universe will conspire to help your dream comes true. So thank you so much for listening to me. And this is my all my social media links and mobile number. Those who want to connect with me, please welcome anytime. I would happy to help in the best way I can. So thank you so much. I would love to take questions. Thanks everyone for appreciating me truly from your heart. Thanks everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you. So questions. I would also answer some of the questions which I got in this registration forms. So how to concentrate of success? So you have to write down the goals. once you write down goals, you have to put it on the board. At the back, you're seeing something of my blue board. So you put some board, create a board and put all your goals and see it every day. Okay, the more you see your goals, the more faster you're going to achieve your goals. So you have to, because what happens is we keep getting distracted, right? So you have to constantly see your goals to get that focus. Okay, so that's the secret to concentrate to success. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. I am very, very, very glad to be speaking with you all. Wonderful, Satyanarayan. Glad to know that. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Susan George, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So I will take one more question. How to overcome peer pressure? Yeah. So this I want to address. So I told you affirmations, right? So when you see your peers, this is what it is. Also imposter syndrome. When you see your peers, you get that feeling of I am not enough. So when you see your peers, you say I am not in a race with anyone. Okay, and I continue to serve my purpose. I continue to do my job the best way I can. I release myself from this race continuously, constantly. Every time you have to say this. I release myself from this competition. I release myself from the race that the world is running. You release, you come back. You come back, align yourself. You come back, align yourself. Every time. See, one time you say you will feel good. Maybe after one more year or 6 months, again you will start feeling that I'm not enough. Oh, she's doing good. Okay. So every time when you hear this, you have to say, I am enough. I release myself from this competition. Okay, I am no longer in the race. That's the word you have to keep telling to yourself. You can come up with your creative ways of affirming you to you that you are enough. You're intellectual. You're strong enough. You are enough as you are. You have to say whatever word your mind feels calm when you say that to you. So that, because this adds a pressure in us, right? How to keep the mindset while upset? Okay, how to keep the mind free and happy while you're upset? So when we are normal, it's okay. Okay, when you're upset, what you to do? Emotion. Okay, emotion. The word emotion comes with the motion. M-O-T-I-O-N, motion. Emotion. In that emotion, you see there is a word motion. When you change that motion, the emotion changes. Like what I'm trying to say, when you're sad, you're sitting and crying. I want all of you to stand and dance and then cry. Is it possible? Switch on a music and dance and cry. Is it possible? Switch on a music, a very upbeat, high music, and feel sad. Try whether it is possible for you. It is not. Because music changes our mind. Music changes our emotion. When you start listening to music, your body moves. When your body moves, it releases all the hormones of dopamine, serotonin, and everything, and you start feeling happy. So the first way, when you're happy, I want to be an entrepreneur, but my son hubby not agreed to it. What to do, madam? Okay. Okay. So you have to tell them why you want to become an entrepreneur. What is that you are going to do? And first, write down the priorities. See, they might have a fear if you're becoming an entrepreneur, you will not take care of them. You will lose them. That's the fear they will have. Nothing more than that. Because they are okay to have you getting appreciations or getting whatever acknowledgement, whatever it is. So nobody is going to say no for positive things. The only fear is they will have the fear of missing you. So tell them clearly, first you put your priorities. My priority is my family. Yes, if it is family, tell them clearly. See, this is my family is my priority. I have 3 hours time or 2 hours time or 1 hour time. In this time alone, I will do whatever I can. I make sure I am not going to put extra responsibilities on you. I will take care of the home run smoothly. And you have to take measures. Suppose if the maid is not coming, suppose things are not going in home correctly, suppose if you're not well, you have to take care. You have to put some resource, ask a maid or get some help. make the things go smooth on, and then you can focus. And of course, I want to say to entrepreneurs, aspiring mompreneurs, homepreneurs over here, there is no need that you have to work like everybody works. You decide your hours of work based on the time you have. See, I say only I have 3 hours a day. I work only 3 hours a day. That's okay. Still, I'm able to achieve what I want. So you be clear with it. Is you don't need to get up at 5 a.m. as Robin Sharma says, because you are a mom, you sleep late. So you need not follow the strategy that the world is. You decide what I want. You write down your goals. You work on your priorities. My priority is my family. Then come to an understanding and conclusion and work within that. You set your boundaries. As you get practice, as you are able to do it, then slowly you can change things. Okay. How I understand what a good goal for me. Okay, that you have to tell. You have to tell what your mind desires truly from inside. So when this question comes, what I want to say is take a paper. Okay, take a paper, write down what all your mind is wishing. Don't think of like, will I be able to achieve it? Is it correct for me? No, am I too old to achieve this? Am I too young to achieve all those things? Don't think of all that. The moment you give the space in your mind to think, it will throw out all the ants. We say ants. Ants is called automatic negative thoughts. It is very natural for the mind to throw ants every second. So the ants will say, you know, you're old for this. No, you cannot do this. You cannot achieve this. This will the mind will say. So don't give space for the mind. Take a paper, keep writing down whatever your mind wishes, and develop the habit first. As you develop the habit, as you get better at it, then you will know how to refine your goals. Okay. So I was addressing how to keep your mind happy. Okay, this is the last question I'm going to address. Uh, Change of states. Yeah, I said no music and walk. Immediately go for an exercise. Take a walk. So you have to move your body. Simple. Okay, I think I addressed every other thing. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon to everybody. It is my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks for this one-day national level webinar on Mindset for Success. First of all, I would like to thank our college management for giving us an opportunity to organize this event. Then I give my sincere thanks to our principal, Dr. P. PRABHAKAR sir, for awakening the passion and desire to support us as a ladder to reach the pole of the success. Your constant encouragement has helped us in the best way. Thank you, sir. Then I would like to give my hearty vote of thanks to our resource person, Mrs. Harini Ramarathnam, founder of Vibha Education Corporation, Bangalore. Thank you for a very thought-provoking and interesting talk about the mindset for success. Ma'am, you are delivered an excellent presentation and making this webinar a meaningful in this occasion. You explained a lot about the mindset for success, about the parameter of success, vision pyramid, goal setting, mission, motivation, and also about the imposter syndrome, and also the Kenso effect, growth mindset, fixed mindset, and a lot of the information about the comfort zone, growth zone, and also the success iceberg, and also a habit loop. Once again, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Next, I heartily extend gratitude to the participants of various institutions for this webinar for their active participation in this event. Finally, I express my gratitude Dr. Jayakumar Raj, Chairman, the THAVARAM Trust, Madurai. Thank you for all participants was being patient. Once again, thanking you to one and all. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.